everyone, it's me. I'm back again. And today is the mark of the completion of my 6 years on the Breatharian journey. So that means I've completed 6 years and I'm on my seventh year. And I just wanted to give you guys an update on actually I want to talk about the highlights of all the years that I have been on this path and from year 1 to 5. And then the 6th year, I want to go a little bit more into detail and tell you kind of what's been happening this year in my life. So let's begin. So year number one word that describes year number one was loss. Basically, a lot of physical changes started happening in me. And so the one word that describes it is loss. Loss, basically loss of weight, loss of hair, loss of the clothes that I no longer fit into, loss of friendships, friends that didn't agree with my journey, and then ultimately loss of my own identity because I just didn't know who I was the first year because there was so much loss that's going on. All the things that I would identify with me was lost. And so I kind of basically lost my own identity my first year. And so but anyways, I continued. And then on my second year, so emotional changes kind of took center stage in my second year. And this marked the beginning of emotional changes within me. So it was the start of emotional cleansing. I dealt with a lot of loneliness. And a part of me felt isolated from the world. At the same time, I learned to navigate life's challenges with compassion and with love, realizing that we don't have much control over how others treat us, but we have control over how we treat others. And I learned to always come from a place of love and compassion because any other way will not support the breatharian journey. And so year number two was about a lot of emotional changes and emotional maturity and just a lot of emotional kind of dealing with my emotions and how to deal with the world in a more compassionate way. So that was year number two. And year number three was um, and so if you guys know, I started on this path and I was a very mainstream kind of person. I wasn't very spiritual. So spirituality, I didn't really know much about spirituality or anything. So year number three was when my spiritual awakening happened. I began to experience supernatural things. And it was like energy coming into my body, taking control over my body, and making these transformative changes within my body. And it was like a cosmic upgrade or like a cosmic surgery that happened in my body. I felt like, this energy that came in made all these changes within my body. And then I began to realize that there's something more out there than just what our five sense reality is and what we're told that basically it's just our five sense reality. I began to realize that there's something more. And I began to think that there's more than just this 3D world that we live in. And I began to understand that I'm just not my body because when that energy came into my body, I was consciousness observing my body basically being completely taken over. So I began to realize there's something more to us than just our bodies. Um, and that our body is working on autopilot. And it gave me this utmost respect for our human body. And it's basically our body is always trying to take care of us, and it is always trying to do what is best for us. And so that was the mark of my third year was the spiritual awakening. Then that brings us to my fourth year. And the fourth year, I began to see energy. It was a lot about energy. I began to see energy that I could not see before. I began to see energy around the trees, around the plants, and even aura around people. And I also learned a bit about telekinesis. I was able to move objects through telekinesis. So that was the mark of my fourth year was dealing with energy, manipulating energy, seeing energy. So that's something that happened on my fourth year. And that takes us to the fifth year. And in the fifth year, I delved deeper into my breatharian practice by doing urine therapy. So I started urine therapy and I got deeper and deeper, allowing my perfect medicine to take me deeper into the breatharian journey. And urine therapy is something that I learned about my first year, but I just thought it was like a joke. I thought people were joking when they were saying that, and I didn't realize it is actually a thing. That urine therapy was, I didn't realize that urine therapy was actually a thing that people practice. I just thought, they were joking or something. And so then I heard it from many different sources, and then I decided that on my fifth year that I'm going to really do urine therapy and dive deeper. And I realized that it has taken me deeper into my breatharian journey. So that was a mark of my fifth year of my urine therapy. And then that takes me to the sixth year, which is the current year that I just finished. Actually, today would be the completion of my sixth year, which is August 18th. Um, and I don't know when I'll be uploading this video, but I'm recording it on August 18th. So, anyways, so the significance of this particular year six, is YouTube censorship. So basically, this year is when my YouTube videos started getting censored. So I don't know how much I can talk about it because I'm going to be putting this up on YouTube. But so four of my videos got banned on YouTube. So two of them were on MMS. One of them was on urine therapy, and then one of the videos was on my video being banned on YouTube. So, anyways, four of my videos got banned, and then I was thinking, like, I was really kind of bummed out. I was like, why are they banning my videos? There are so many other people out there that are bigger, that have more following, that have a bigger reach. So why are they picking on me and why are they banning my videos? Then it kind of dawned on me that, you know what, those people have already been removed from YouTube. I've seen their videos being removed. I've seen their whole channel being banned. And so now they're coming after people like myself. And so it just kind of dawned on me. And then it was almost like a badge of honor to have my videos banned. Earlier, I was like really upset that they were banning my videos. I mean, I still am upset that they're banning my videos, but I was self-censoring, and I still am self-censoring. But now it's almost like, well, you know what? I must be right over the target. And that is why they want to silence me. And that's why they want me banned from YouTube. So, but you know what? It was to me when they banned my video initially, I was felt really bad, and then they prevented me from uploading any videos, and so that made me feel like they silenced me in a way, and it was almost like book burning to me that you're taking things that are there and burning it, like deleting me from YouTube. So it made me think about this famous saying from World War II. It said, and the saying is, first they came after the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came after the trade unionists, and I didn't speak out because I was not a trade unionist. And then they came after the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. And then they came after me, and then there was no one left to speak. And then there was no one left to speak for me. So it kind of reminds me of that. It's in a way, it goes to show that tyranny comes in different forms. In the past, they would have to physically take you away and silence you. But now in this digital age, all they have to do is a click of a button, they can silence you. So tyranny, we think that tyranny will be with gun and violence, but now tyranny is showing its rearing its head in different ways. So yeah. Anyway, so that is what happened. One of the significant things that happened this year, on my sixth year. And another thing that happened there are three things that happened this year. The third thing is I've been doing longer fasts. So I've been doing more frequent fasts. If you guys have been following me, you know that I do a 3.5 day dry fast once a quarter. But now what I've been doing is I've been doing longer fast. Like I've been doing almost a 5 day dry fast almost once a month. And so I feel like these 5 day dry fasts is really taking me deeper and deeper into my breatharian journey. So I feel that I don't know, I feel like more every time I do a 5 day dry, I come out of it and I think, okay, some shift has happened, some blockages has been removed, something has happened. So I feel that this 5 day dry is taking me deeper into my journey. So what I've been doing is more 5 day dry fast. And I've done a video on, if you guys are interested, I've done a video on how to make the 5-day dry fast easier. So some certain tips and things, stuff like that. So you can find that on my YouTube channel or on my Robo channel. They haven't banned that yet. So yeah, and so I've been doing longer fasts, and what I have noticed is that when I do these longer fasts, fewer things trigger me, and I'm able to interact in a more intuitive way with fewer triggers. And if people are negative, their negativity doesn't stick to me. And if it does stick to me, it doesn't stick for very long. So basically, it's just nothing really sticks. It just kind of comes off, and I don't know, nothing is. I feel the blockage is nothing is sticking, because if I had blockage, it would stick to that. But now I feel like it's just, the negativity has nothing to stick to me. If it sticks, it falls off very quickly. And most of the times it doesn't stick at all. So anyways, that's what's happened with my dry fast. And the third thing that's happened is that I've been tapping more into my intuition. I noticed this year that some might call it psychic abilities, some might call it that they're speaking to the spirit guide. Some might say they're communicating to the higher self. But whatever you call it, these certain intuitive abilities that I'm tapping into, I didn't really was able to tap into earlier. So I wanted to give you guys some examples of that, just to let you guys know what I'm talking about. So some of the things that has happened this year is that I become more sensitive to energies. So, for example, I had gone to Machu Picchu 2 times earlier, and whenever I went there, I could never feel the energy of the place or anything like that. And I was didn't feel anything. And then recently I went to Utah. This is a state in the US. I went to Utah, and the Red Rock Mountains there and all the red rock formations there. When I went there, I really felt the energy of the place. And I was like, wow, I'm able to sense energy. So that was kind of a kind of an eye opener, like a change in me, because before I wasn't able to sense any of that stuff. And now I'm able to. So that was a good thing for me. And I'll give you a few more examples. Another example is a friend of mine. He basically runs ultra marathons. And so he went out to run his marathon. And I was lying in bed that morning, and then I had this really strong feeling in my heart that he was about to finish the finish line, or he just finished the finish line. I had this really powerful feeling in my heart. And I looked at my clock, and it was at my phone, and it said 7:11 a.m., like it was 7:11. So I kept that in mind. And then later on, when I spoke to him, when I was with him, I asked him, I said, so what time did you actually finish the race? Like, what was the time? And then he kind of calculated, and he goes, yeah, it was at 7:11. So I was like, wow, I was kind of blown away. I was like, how did I know that he finished his race at 7:11? But I had this intuitive feeling that he did. And so it's like tapping into that, I don't know, different realm, or what it is, that tapping into that I knew that he finished at 7:11. So that was kind of an eye opener for me, and it was like made me think that I need to kind of listen to my intuition a bit more. So I give you a few more examples of me tapping into this intuition. So a friend of mine. So another example is a phone call intuition. A friend of mine was. I was going to call him. And then there was a feeling inside of me that said, don't call him right now, because he's on the phone and he's talking to his sister. So I said, okay. So I didn't call him, and I left her alone. And then, like, like maybe an hour, half an hour later, he called me, and he says, oh, I just got off the phone with my sister, and we were having a pretty intense conversation. I was like, whoa, like I knew that. Like, I'm like, how did I know that? But he kind of confirmed that. And so anyways, that's weird for me to know that he was talking to his sister when, like, I have no way of knowing. So it's like kind of like this third eye or something, like it knew. So that was that. And I'll give you a couple of more examples. Another thing was an event reminder. I titled it. It was basically my friend and I, we were having a get together with a bunch of other friends, and we are like, okay, we're gonna have a little get together. And so I had sent out invites to everybody, and they all confirmed that they were going to come. And then the day before the get together, I sent out an invite to everybody, and they all confirmed that they were going to come. And then the day of the get together, I got this feeling in my heart that this one particular friend, I need to send him another reminder because if I don't send him a reminder, he's not going to come to the get together. So I was like, okay. So I listened to my intuition. I sent him a reminder and I said, hey, so and so, looking forward to seeing you later on today, whatever. And then I left her at that. And then when he came to the get together, he told me, he goes, you know what? I wouldn't have been able to make it to the get together because I screwed up the whole schedule and the timing and all that. But thank goodness you sent me the reminder because had you not sent me the reminder, I wouldn't have been able to come. So I was like, how did I know that? But anyways, that was an intuition that I got that I should send him a message. So that was the event reminder message. And then one last example I'll give you about the intuition is I was supposed to. I got this feeling. I was supposed to go visit my mom, and I was going to book my train ticket to arrive there at 1 o'clock. And the reason why I was doing that is because she had a friend visiting and her friend was going to leave at 10 in the morning. So I thought if I go there at 1 o'clock, then that'll give her enough time to drop her friend off and then pick me up and all that kind of stuff. So I was going to book my ticket. And then I got this intuition, this feeling that don't book your ticket right now. So I didn't. And then I said, okay, I'll book it tomorrow, the day of my travel. So I was going to book it in the morning. And it just so happened in the morning, my mom called me and she goes, oh, you know what? My friend's flight got delayed because of power outages or whatever. And so her flight is delayed. And I was like, and she's leaving it only at 1 o'clock. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, thank goodness I didn't book my ticket. Otherwise, I'd have to cancel and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so um, yeah, so it saved me the trouble of doing that. So I don't know. Now what's happened is now I'm beginning and trying to listen to my intuition more. I mean, there is an intuition feeling, and most of the times I just ignore it. But now I'm becoming more sensitive, and I feel like I'm going to start listening to it more. So yeah. So these are the things that have happened to me in my 6th year, and I'm beginning to have greater awareness and tuning into these subtle energies and and I think the reason I'm able to do it is because I've been clearing up blockages by doing all the fasting and remaining on my Breatharian journey, not having any solid food. It's all these things have contributed to me kind of getting to the true essence of who I am. And so I continue on this journey and I'm looking forward. And I've just started my 7th year. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the 7th year has to bring me. But this journey has been really exciting with all the changes year by year that's been happening. So just to kind of summarize it, the first year was really about physical changes. The second year was about emotional changes. The third year was a very spiritual awakening for me. The fourth year was about energy. And the fifth year was urine therapy. And now the 6th year is tapping into my intuition. And so I don't know what the 7th year has to bring, but let's see what it has to bring. And I look forward to this journey. I look forward to continue on. I look forward to letting you guys know what's all that's going on in my life. And most of all, I appreciate all of you that have supported me through my journey. I appreciate all of you that have watched my videos and have encouraged me throughout my journey. So I appreciate that. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye bye.